You already know what it is, boy. Chance. Waiting for y'all to show up for a second. Because we live now. Waiting for y'all to pull up, pull up. Unlimited, what's up? What's good, bro? It's been a minute, right? You watch Dynamite? Now you watch Dynamite tonight, right? Let's see if you're gonna be the only one here, like usual. And pull up the card real quick so we can talk about what happened today. What's good with you, though, bro? Oh, some more people showed up. What up? What up? Just trying to pull up the card real quick so we can discuss what happened. All right, cool. Here we go. Let's go. Yeah, I broke other times. I didn't get them until late. Yeah, YouTube noticed. Yeah. I feel that. They be slacking. All right, so let's start it off. We had the 8-man All-Star. Why did it say 8-man All-Star match? All right, cool. 8-man All-Star match tag team. And that was Kenny Omega, Mark Briscoe, Speedball, Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight was crazy. No, I didn't watch tonight. I wasn't feeling like watching. I feel you. It's pretty good though. So I guess I'll let you know what happened. So it was those guys versus Okada, Ricochet, Young Bucks, and Ricochet. Did I say Ricochet already? I don't remember. Anywho, it was a good match. Nonstop. It was going back and forth. Good spots. You know, they had little spots that they usually do. Some of it good, and some of it, putting a little comedy, a little humor into it. But I mean, you got to see Kevin Knight go off. You got to see Speed Bailey, see what he could do. Obviously, you can see Ricochet. You can see Kenny if no one's ever seen Kenny, which would be weird if you haven't. But you saw all of them go. Mark Briscoe did cool. Okada, they were teasing the Okada and Kenny thing. Like that, Okada didn't want to face him, and so pretty much like the last minute, and then they had a couple minutes together. That's going to be good when they set that up. But yeah, then for the win, you already know what it was. Okada connected with the Rainmaker and pinned Briscoe. So Briscoe was going to take the pin. It just is what it is. Sorry for Briscoe, but that's usually what Briscoe gets. But it was good. It was a good little 8-man. I ain't mad at it. Then we got the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby, Shelton, MVP. In case you don't know, they did a little backstage promo. And MVP was basically saying, look, I know you ain't messing with MJF, but come on. I never steered you wrong. Do this for me. And then Shelton was doing the same thing. He was like, yeah, I wasn't really feeling it, but I rock with him. So let's just do it. Like, it's going to be best for business. And, MVP said if he don't do what we need him to do, or he tries us, we're going to hurt him like we've never hurt someone before. So good little tease there. Trios match, we got Shibata, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs versus Titus, Hawkins, and Nick. You already know what that was. Jobbers. The All-Star matches are just there, really no purpose. Yeah, I didn't really get it either, but it was cool. It was cool to see it. Yeah. This was just pretty much like a jobber match. You already know who won. The Ops. Death Riders came out. Moxley got choked out a little bit by Samoa Joe. But then you see Claudio in the ring getting ready to do some damage. And somebody was about to do damage. And then you see Samoa Joe run back into the ring. And then, and Samoa Joe cuts his promo basically saying, Mox, you wanted to smoke, but now the smoke is here. You're running from it. So it was a good little segment. I'm liking this Hurt. Yeah, the Hurt Syndicate storyline is going to be crazy. I'm waiting to see how it unfolds. Because I'm trying to see if they're buying time for Cedric Alexander to come through, but we're gonna see how that goes. We have Renee backstage interviewing Mercedes Moné, basically doing what she does, talking all the stuff, saying she's her, she does what she does. She's a belt collector. Now she's gonna win the whole thing, and then Jamie Hayter reminds her of Scooby Doo. So then fast forward, Renee was working tonight. You know I speed through this, so if y'all want to talk in between, y'all can do that. Or if y'all want to comment, you can do that, and then we'll stop and pause and talk about it. Renee was interviewing Nick and patriarchy. Jay interrupts him, basically says, Nick, you're supposed to be the new thing. Let's see what you're about. Prove yourself. I'm challenging you. Nick was like, nah, not really feeling it. I ain't ready. I ain't been here. I ain't warmed up. Christian takes the mic and says, yo, he got you. He accepts. And then he looks to Nick because Nick was like, what the you know what I mean? And Nick was like, and then Christian was like, bro, if you're gonna be a champion, act like a champion. So that match was set up. Then AEW World's Women, Toni Storm, Timeless, versus, I'm not even gonna try to say her name, look it up, but cool little match. Nothing to really talk about. Storm wins, obviously. Mercedes comes out, talks a little basically saying it's going to be it's going to be Mercedes versus Toni. Jamie came out because she didn't appreciate that. And then she gave Mercedes the business. Mercedes ran away. Then Jamie and Toni had a little back and forth. Well, not a back and forth, but they like kind of looked at each other. And then that was it. Segment was done. Now, the money segment, Hurt Syndicate came out. MJF came out. MJF was basically like, look, I know Shelton, you rock with me, I rock with you. MVP, you've been my friend for a minute. Like, what's good? Cedric should be there for, yeah, I was thinking that too, but hopefully we'll see. Yeah, he was basically saying he fucks with everybody, and then he was like, Bob, like, what's good? Are we gonna do this or not? And then MVP was like, let's skip to the business. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Everyone gets thumbs up. Bobby's turn. He teases the crowd for a good, 2-3 minutes. He let that rot. You know what I mean? He went halfway up and then he went all the way down. He was like, nah. So then MJF went off, started talking ish to him. Bob rushed him, was choking him pretty much into the turnbuckle. And he was just like, bro, if you want to impress me, you know what we do. We hurt people. So I'm going to need you to hurt someone. I'm very curious on who he's going to hurt to make that happen. This would be a good swerve. Let me tell you a swerve that MJF could do. It's probably not going to happen, but it'd be a good swerve if MJF has been told to hurt somebody. We get Cedric Alexander at Double or Nothing, like you said, Unlimited. But instead of him doing what he's supposed to do, MJF hurts Cedric. That would be crazy for me. But it's probably not going to happen. But basically, we'll figure out who he's going to hurt. That's going to be crazy. Then we got Kyle Fletcher versus Hangman Page. Now, to me, this was the main event. Did I skip one? Yeah, I did. Nick Wayne versus Jay Lethal. That was a cool match. I mean, I think it was a time filler, but it lets you see a little bit of Nick Wayne, see what he could do. Jay Lethal, he's a veteran. He's been there, been around, good worker. It was cool. It was a cool little match. Nick won. Nothing surprising. So, don't really know where we're going to go with that, but anywho. Now. Oh, Yeet, what up, baby? How you doing, Donovan? Who you think going to actually win between Monet versus Hayter? I'm going to tell you, let me pause that for a second because I'll come back to that because I was actually surprised about this match. I'm talking about Page versus Kyle Fletcher. I was actually surprised. I thought it would be Fletcher, and I thought we would get Fletcher versus Ospreay again because every time they go, it's crazy. So I thought we were going to get that again. I was surprised that Hangman won. That threw me for a loop. I'm guessing for two reasons. One, I'm good, man. What about you? I'm great, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for showing up all the time and commenting on the post. Appreciate that. What was I saying? Oh, I'm thinking they did it for two reasons. One, I think they didn't want to do Fletcher and Ospreay again. Maybe wait for something bigger for one of them, maybe to have the title, and then we have that match again because them things are classics every time they go. And I'm thinking that it's going to be Will versus Page, and I think we're going to get an interference. We'll do this probably in predictions, but I think we're going to get an interference from Kyle and the Don Callis family. That's going to cost Paige the match, and Will's going to win. Because I mean, I could be wrong, but they could beat them both up to try to get Kyle in there for a triple threat, which would be Adam. Well, no, I don't think they could do that because it's a tournament. It'd be kind of wild, but yeah, I think they're just gonna end up costing Hangman Page the match. Imagine Hangman wins the whole thing and beats Max for the title. Max for the title. I actually think Samoa Joe might do that, but yeah. Well, then again, I don't know. It is in Texas again. It could be Samoa Joe. I don't know. I gotta wait till we get closer, but I'm glad that I have no idea what to predict because that means that it's not predictable. No shade to WWE, and it's definitely no shade because I fuck with them, especially because most of the content lately has been WWE because they've been on fire. But you pretty much know more or less, even though it's been a little different now. I give credit to Hunter that we haven't really known as much, but you pretty much more or less know what's happening and what's going to be the finish. Right now, I have no idea what's happening, so I don't know where we're gonna go. It's, like again, I was surprised that Hangman won. I really didn't expect that. Going back to your question, Unlimited, who I think is going to win Monet versus Hayter? I feel for storyline purposes, for Mercedes to collect everything, like she collect all the belts, she collects the trophy, and she beats Tony. I think we're going to get all that. I would like Jamie, but I feel like Jamie hasn't been in rotation long enough to do that. But I do like Jamie a lot. I don't like the current gimmick she has. I liked her better before she got hurt. But I do like the way she wrestles. She is good. I wouldn't be surprised if she won, but I think they're going to go with Mercedes, like getting the clean sweep of all the belts. And then for some reason, we'll see the downfall of her because of someone maybe, and then we can go from there. Heyman holds the title for the year and will win in Wembley. I mean, I can see that. Hangman it's usually Hangman Mox. Hangman Mox. It goes back and forth. Like before we had like Punk and Brian, like it was pretty much Hangman Mox, and Kenny, but Kenny got hurt, and Jericho. It was pretty much those four. So I wouldn't be mad. I couldn't not see Hangman doing it, but I think it's gonna be Samoa Joe. What I think they're gonna do for All in Texas then? That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question because there's no way she can. I mean, she could interfere so the Mercedes loses, but I haven't really seen her since she lost to Mercedes. So I don't know if that story is dead, but it would be interesting. It would be interesting. Did y'all, since y'all here, you can answer. That would be better. But if you don't, you don't. Did y'all check out the two videos I had of the top 3 WWE superstars I think they should push, men and women? If so, do you think I should do one for AEW? 3 AEW men they should push, and 3 AEW women they should push. But anyway, besides that, since I think both of y'all didn't watch, then you can ask me questions about anything else for a couple minutes, and then same thing like always. It's time for me to eat. I haven't ate yet. But if you got any quick questions, anything related to AEW, or since I haven't been on live for a minute, if you want to talk about something that hadn't happened in WrestleMania, you can do that real quick. Other than that, you already know. We're going to wrap it up. But I just wanted to pop on live because it's been a minute. I haven't been on here in a minute. I told y'all we're going to do some more. Been talking to some other people, some other content creators. We're trying to get some things going together so we can pop up on each other's, channels and do these recaps and predictions and stuff. Give y'all a little something different. But, we're working on it. It's in the background. So trying to work on that for y'all. Other than that, like I said, you see the reels, you see the posts, just consistently doing it. But, I haven't been on live for a minute. Oh, did you see AEW sold out Grand Slam Mexico within 2 weeks? Nah, I didn't actually. But I mean, they've had CML? They've had that on lock for a minute, so I'm not really surprised. But that is a good look for them, though. But I did not see that they sold out in 2 weeks. What other questions y'all got? And again, appreciate y'all for showing up because y'all see it on YouTube. Appreciate y'all clicking, joining, sharing time with it, commenting. I appreciate y'all. The channel is too big for not having the interactions we should be having, but that's all right. We're gonna get there. Something to work forward this year. We're working. If it wasn't easy, everybody be doing it. They sold out quicker in Australia. That's pretty good. Didn't know that. That's dope. Especially because I don't really know what that car looks like, but that's pretty dope. But Mexico they're wrestling fans though. I didn't see those, but I watched them, and yes, you should do one for AEW. Come on, Unlimited. You're one of the main ones that be locked in. You got to check them out, man. Go through the feed. Matter of fact, go through the feed when you ain't got nothing to do, or if you're at work and you're bored or whatever you're doing, you got time. Go through the feed, look at the videos, watch everything. Watch everything you ain't seen, because I've dropped jewels and I've dropped predictions for a long time, and I've been right. So watch the old stuff, hit the likes, comment on them, and then tell me what y'all want to see more of. But yeah, I'll do one for AEW. Maybe work on this. No, I got a horse thing going on tomorrow, so maybe Friday I'll work on that. I'm just saying, WWE been on fire, so I just been going crazy with the content for WWE right now, especially the reels. Then WrestleMania was here. It was in Vegas. I didn't go to WrestleMania because the tickets was crazy, but I did go to the Superstore. I did a video on that, and you can go check that out. It was a nice little turnout. I see some content creators again, like I said, working behind the scenes. I'm trying to get you those people that some of y'all watch too, but it ain't easy. A lot of it's hard, a lot of it's politics, and a lot of it's money, but we're working on it. If y'all keep showing up to the lives, liking, commenting, getting the merch, all that good stuff, like I told y'all, we can make these things happen quicker. But that was AEW tonight. I thought it was decent. It was cool. If you didn't see it, you didn't miss much. But if you did see it, it was pretty cool. It was good to watch. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like, damn, what are they doing? I feel like JD is going to just shit on AEW anyway. But I was going to say, I don't really think there's anything that JD from New York could shit on. But I'm pretty sure he'll find something. But it was a decent show. I am glad that Anna Jay came back. I don't know if you've seen Anna Jay last week. She came back on Collision. I didn't like that Megan Bain pretty much destroyed her. Wasn't really feeling that, but maybe they're setting up a program for that later on. But I am glad that Anna Jay is back. I need Anna Jay to come back and do her thing. I need Sky Blue to come back and do her thing. I like Amina. I think she has a good little future. I think we need to see more of her on Collision, like come up through the ranks, maybe Ring of Honor. Yeah, I don't know where Mello is. Like, I've seen her on Instagram a lot. Oh, if y'all got Instagram, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Let me put it in here, because I've been getting Instagram popping more. So if y'all on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. But I've only seen her on Instagram doing reels and her shorts and stuff like that. But I don't know. Maybe she's training, or I don't know. But yeah, I would like to see her back. Hopefully she gets some of that ring rust, because before she got pregnant, she was killing that match with Ruby was crazy, but she was still a little green. As a TJ as a tag team, I feel you, but I actually like Anna Jay and Sky Blue, even though Sky Blue kind of rocks with Julia Hart, so maybe they'll get back together. But if you've seen Anna Jay and Sky Blue together, what would you do? And that's another thing. Where's Jack Perry? What happened? Like, did you get hurt, or did you just take time off? Because I don't know about y'all, but I was feeling the heel run. The pretty boy, babyface, and I fuck with his dad, Luke Perry, from 90210. I may be a little older than y'all, so y'all probably don't know about Luke Perry, but his dad was a big actor. I used to watch his movies and shows a lot and seen him one time. But the babyface was cool. Jungle Boy, I didn't really like the name, but it was cool. But when he turned into the scapegoat, it was fire. So I don't know why they dropped that ball. I don't know what happened. But Jack Perry, if you ain't hurt, you need to come back. Maybe I'm going to do a video on that too. Jack Perry. Like I said, whenever I do a post, put in the comments what y'all want me to do a video about or talk about. And, I'll make sure I check that out. Any more questions y'all got? And like I said, follow the Instagram. It's right there. And make sure you subscribe here if you haven't been here before. Like if you're catching this on the back end and you pause and you didn't watch it live like we are now, make sure you subscribe first and then go follow the Instagram because Instagram's doing what it's doing now too. I'm on TikTok too, but it is what it is. Unlimited. You got any more questions? If not, I'm gonna cut it short. Let y'all enjoy your night. I'm gonna go eat my food and then see what kind of videos I'm gonna work on later. But like I said, do you see Mariah? Oh yeah, she gone. That's probably my next video. She gone. But let me finish reading your question. Do you see Mariah May going to WWE? She was treated like a star in AEW. Soon as she got there, she was instantly inserted in a long-term storyline when Owen became the AEW. Yeah. I don't think it's shade to AEW, but she's been a WWE fan for life. Like she has pictures before and after now of like WWE like forever. Like I think that's been her dream. Always wanted to be in WWE, and they're definitely interested. I don't know if it's because they love what the look is, or if it's just to take one of AEW's biggest stars away. Either or, but she's gone, unfortunately. Unless for some reason, I know Tony could throw her the bag, but for some reason, she says, you know what? I need to choose the bag over where I've always wanted to go. She's gone. She's not going to be in AEW anymore. But it's cool. I think she should go to NXT though. But like again, I'll talk about it in another video. But yeah, she's gone, unfortunately. I hate that AEW keeps making these stars and keeps making people relevant again, and then they go to WWE. I mean, I get it. WWE's always been the mecca. It's always been the dream. But I just hate that, you know, you wasn't really rocking with Cody. Then he got hot. Then he went back. You wasn't really effing with Ricky Starks until he was there. And now he's gone. He wasn't rocking with Ethan Page. Now he's gone. I don't really see the thing with Shawn Spears. I don't see the thing about it, but he's gone. But, you know, I'm not one of the people that hate about jumping ship because I believe that's why they're there. Competition is good, and people should always have a place to work. And if you really want to go there for that, go. The only thing I said before that I've told y'all here on the channel numerous times, I just don't like when WWE wasn't fucking with you and you went to AEW and Tony gave you everything and was dope with you, and then you leave and then you talk shit. I just don't like that. Like, they didn't like you before, bro, and now they only like you because you became something over there. That's the only thing I don't like. Like, just keep the love. Her best friend just got there too. So like, who's her best friend? I forgot her name. I think I know who you're talking about, but put it in the chat. Who's her name? What's her name again? I don't see her being pushed over Triple H's favorite on the main roster, but NXT is different. So yeah, I think Shawn will mess with her in NXT. But she can't go to main roster right now. Mina, there you go. Thank you. She can't go to main roster now because I think Roxanne just got called up. Eventually you got to get Julia over there. Eventually you got to get Stephanie over there. You have to get Jordan over there. So that's 4 right there. The future is bright. Go check out my video. Like I said, Jada Parker's got a future. So Ruka got a future. Who was the third person I said? If they pushed Ivy now, she got a future. Like, there's just so much talent over there that I really think she should stay because of that. But again, I'll talk about that in the next video about Mariah May. Like, the pool's too big. And I think she's really good, but she's not jumping the line. We got a returning Becky. We still got Charlotte. We got Tiffany. We got the whole situation with Bailey. You know what I mean? Like, are they going to do right by her finally, or is she leaving? Like, I don't see it happening. Like, she's going to get lost in the sauce, at least at first. Bro, not everyone go to W that end up having the same issues. Bro, it's exactly. It's like what I said. No shade, like I said, because I love him. Miro and Black, supposedly, their issue was, this is what they said backstage. I don't know if it's true or not because I don't have sources like that. But it says supposedly the issue with them came they didn't want to lose matches. So because they didn't want to lose, Tony was like, "All right, cool. You want to lose, you're not helping me. So I'm gonna sit you on the bench, or I'm not gonna put you in a bigger storyline because you're not helping out the company. You're just trying to win." Cool. They left. Black came and kicked Miz. What did that do? Nothing. And like I said in my video, I don't know if my TV wasn't really doing what it was supposed to be doing, but I didn't really hear pop when Alistair came back. And that segment wasn't great. So what does that mean? And then Miro beating up Alpha Academy, what did that do for you? Alpha Academy ain't been present. They ain't been doing nothing, and everyone's beating them up. What did that do for you? I don't see them doing anything. Miro might have been better if he would have, and Black too, maybe. They might have been better if they would have won the NXT. Because coming back to the main roster didn't do them anything. Maybe Miro can get the US belt again, but he got to go against Jacob. Would I want to see that match? Yes, please. But is it going to be Jacob on the rise? I don't think so. So you have the same thing that you didn't want to do in AEW. You didn't want to lose. You're going to lose. She's at the top of AEW and wasn't, bro. Mariah May needs to stay there and just keep doing what she's doing. What is Andrade doing? Nothing. Especially not being with Charlotte anymore. I'm pretty sure that didn't help. Not saying Charlotte has backstage politics, because you know I love the Queen. But if they fucking with Charlotte OD and she ain't really fucking with Andrade no more, I don't think she's the type to be like, nah, don't do nothing with him. But you already know. Like, nothing's happening. No shade of Carmelo, but I already said Carmelo ain't been booked correctly. So that's all you had going on. And it wasn't that great. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand betting on yourself, and I appreciate that. But they were going to do better in AEW. You should have just stayed there, focused on bringing the product up and making it competitive, and you would have got your spots. That's just what I think. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a wrestler. I'm not a booker. I just got a channel. Yo, Unlimited, you don't have Discord, right? Like I think I asked you that before, because I know you like to chat a lot. No shade or anything, but Discord, you can talk to people like me in the Discord all day. But I answered like 2 more questions if y'all got it, and I do gotta go because my laptop is getting low on battery and I'm starving. Like I said, I want to give y'all some time because I haven't been live in a minute. But like I said, check out the Discord. It's free. Get our merch. Pro Wrestling Tease. Go get that. What else was I going to tell you besides the merch? Discord. Oh, the Instagram. It's up there. Scroll up. But go follow the Instagram because Instagram's popping now. So, and if you're watching this late, subscribe before you leave. Wipe your feet, roll up, pour a drink, whatever you do. But do that after you hit that subscribe. Yeah, there's too many females in WWE. Oh, I didn't even think about Bianca, Jade, Liv, Rhea. I didn't even think about all that. I forgot about that. Like, bro, I don't know. She'd be better off staying at Tiffany. Oh, I love Tiffany, but yeah, it's not gonna help you to leave. But Unlimited. Oh, Naya. I don't really like Naya, but I get what you're saying. Just too many people there. Too many people to go through. But I appreciate you, fam. Like always, you eat 3 times, you already know. I'll be back, but I gotta go eat. So I appreciate you. Thanks for showing up like always, like you always do. And everybody else that shows up afterwards, I appreciate you. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Tell a friend, send it to a friend, and let's keep this channel going. I'm trying to get 50,000 before SummerSlam. Can we make that happen for you, for a player? Like, let's do that. Be yourself.